Good morning, YouTubers. If you or anyone you know is depressed, please get him some help because you never know the lengths in which they would go to end their life. Now, I'm talking about a beautiful young woman, Chelsea Christ. She was Miss USA in 2019. She ended her life by jumping off a 60-story building in Manhattan. Now, family and friends are stricken with grief. Chelsea was born in Jackson, Michigan in 1991 and grew up in South Carolina. She graduated from Wake Forest University School of Law in 2017. In the year 2019, Chelsea Christ represented North Carolina and won the title of Miss USA 2019. She was a lawyer by profession. She was in favor of social and criminal justice reforms. After becoming Miss USA in 2019, she became the correspondent of a show named Extra, and she often spoke about mental health. So Chelsea had everything going for her. She was Miss America in 2019. She studied law and became a lawyer. She worked on the show Extra, and she was a beautiful young woman. According to TMZ, according to the story, Chelsea had an apartment on the 9th floor of the Orient building, which had 60 stories, and she was last seen on the 29th floor. Why did she commit suicide? That is the question. Police have sent her body for forensics to start their investigation, and a suicide note has been found. She was only 30 years old when she ended her life. Although a suicide note had been left, according to the Daily Mail, it is not clear as yet why Chelsea ended her life. The last post on Chelsea's Instagram page before she jumped, the note says, "May this day bring you rest and peace," she posted on Instagram a few hours before she jumped off the building. 29 stories to her death. Chelsea lived on the 9th floor of the building in which she jumped from the 29th floor. And I can only wonder what could have precipitated such a traumatic event for her to have jumped and taken her own life. Police found a note, and the note said that she wants to leave everything for her mother. However, it is not written in the note that why she committed suicide. Police is trying to find out the reason behind the suicide, according to Mail Online. Chelsea had been an advocate for mental health, good mental health. She was seen talking about this in many recent interviews. Her family confirmed her death and put out a statement. In devastation and great sorrow, we share the passing of Chelsea. Her great light was inspiring others. She cared, she loved, she laughed, and she shined. According to the family statement, in the past, Chelsea mentioned that she was being trolled and how she had been working herself to death. Chelsea made history as the oldest Miss USA winner at the age of 28, which gave her a different perspective compared to other title holders. In an essay to celebrate her 30th birthday, Chelsea discussed her struggles of aging in the limelight and nearly working herself to death. Chelsea further wrote that she cringed at the thought of turning 30. Society have never been kind to those growing old, especially women, she wrote. And she also wrote that people were criticizing her looks, according to Daily Mail. So 2 years after winning the USA crown, Chelsea decided to end her life. The note read, "Turning 30 feels like a cold reminder that I'm running out of time to matter in society's eyes, and it's infuriating." She detailed her struggles with the relentless tick of time and being enamored with 20 and under 20, 30 and under 30 list that linked achievement to being young and successful. In the same note, she went on to say that this kind of mindset created an unfortunate side effect on young people who might have been encouraged to accomplish feats as fast as possible. So, YouTubers, we get a glimpse into Chelsea's psyche on how she was thinking. She thought getting older, approaching that 30-year line, was the end all. And she apparently was not aging gracefully and was very sensitive to comments about her aging. After graduating college, Chelsea continued her studies at a Wake Forest University to get a law degree and an MBA at the same time. She joined a trial team to win the national championship. She said, "I nearly worked myself to death, literally, until an 8-day stint in a local hospital, which sparked the development of a new perspective," she stated. Chelsea, who was a high achiever, said she reflected on her work ethic and said that her achievements only rewarded her with a lonely craving for the next award. After winning the USA title, Chelsea said her term was one filled with purpose and that she desired to commit herself to passion, intent, and authenticity. She compared herself to other pageant girls who are model tall and thin, with Don Buffont hair and have a killer walk. Chelsea, who competed in Division I track and field, had six-pack abs and natural curls. In her words, she said, "Being too black has prevented many black women from winning on the pageant stage." Chelsea wrote, "My challenge of the status quo has certainly caught the attention of the trolls," she said, adding that she had to delete comments on social media due to negative comments about her appearance. So, YouTubers, this sounds like a case of cyberbullying. And I'm hoping she did not jump off that 60-story building because she was cyberbullied. Some of the topics Chelsea spoke about in the past were on ex-President Donald Trump, inauguration policies, and criminal justice reform. She was a public supporter of Black Lives Matter movement and march in protests. Chelsea went on to say, "I wasn't searching to collect more awards or recognition during my reign. Rather, I fed the passion that made waking up each morning feel worthwhile and speaking out against injustice." She ended the essay with now haunting words about searching for joy and purpose as she entered her 30th year. Rest in peace, Kristi, who jumped from the 29th floor of a 60-story building. An investigation is underway. However, police believe the former beauty queen who lived on the 9th floor jumped to her death from the 29th floor. of a 60-story building. Chillingly and hauntingly, she shared a photo of herself on Instagram just hours before her death with the caption, "May this day bring you rest and peace." Her family further stated that she embodied love and served others, whether through her work as an attorney or fighting for social justice as Miss USA and as a host on Extra. But most importantly, as a daughter, sister, friend, mentor, and colleague, we know her impact will live on. YouTubers, drop it in the comment section what you guys think about this story. But this seems to me as if Chelsea was a high achiever who was always striving to better her life and for the next goal and for the next accomplishment. But what she had was some type of, I think, self-esteem issues. And she mentioned a couple of times in the notes that she left and in her writing that the trolls on the internet would always come after her for her looks, and she had to block a few of them. And so, along with people telling her about her looks, she was also wrestling about her getting older, herself getting older, and she was approaching her 30th birthday. And these things were unsettling to her. And I'm hoping it was not the trolls that pushed her over the edge for her to jump and end her life. But a lot of times when people are wrestling with self-esteem issues and different issues, mental issues in their lives, it just takes one little thing to push them over the edge. But whatever drove her over the edge, we are sending our condolences out to the family, and may Chelsea rest in peace. YouTubers, I'm over and out. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel and to this video. Press that subscribe button before leaving the page. Thank you.